There's no punchline. It's just true. I'm looking at my old, 2006, not 2006, probably 2008, my first DualShock 3 and one I just got. And my old one is significantly more black. And I think it's because of the oil of my hands.
How black is it? Did I do it right, Jordan?
Yeah, you did great. Uh-oh.
There was this time we were at a show.
Now we got it.
I'll give full background here. We were at the Smell in Los Angeles.
You want to take a shower with me?
And
No, I'm busy.
surprisingly, Charlene Yee was playing in one of the bands we were playing with.
He doesn't know who that is.
Do you know who that is, David?
Nope.
Not impressed?
Nope.
She was in Juno.
Oh.
Famous.
Was she Juno?
No, not not Ellen Page. So at this show, I think it was her that was telling the jokes, right?
I mean, her or Sean. I
Yeah,
guess.
their band was called, what was it called?
Keychain.
Their band was called Keychain.
What? Wait, what was the band? What was the girl? Leland Lee?
Charlene Yee.
Liam Nee.
Charlene Lee.
Yee.
Oh my gosh. Charlene Yee. Oh, why? Why?
So anyways,
Oh, you should have said Paper Heart.
oh, I forgot you would know what that movie is.
How does he know?
I haven't seen it.
Because he's
but
cute. He's a cute indie boy.
Yeah, he is.
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the cover so many times because I always would look at it when I went to Blockbuster.
You always wanted to get it, didn't you?
Dude, tell him.
Oh,
Tell him Square
I was
Enix
like-
has 10 copies.
I bet this is the exact same movie that Michael Cera is
I think
in.
5.
Yeah,
5.
no, it's 4. Hannah got it for 4.
And
Nice.
there's 3 movies that he's in that are the exact same.
That one breaks the fourth wall, though, right? It's like supposed to be real.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
It is.
yeah, it's actually a pretty interesting movie. I just don't understand, like, why that, I don't know, that movie probably shouldn't have been made.
So going back,
Hey, Mike.
Going back
It's a
to
pretty
the-
interesting movie. It probably shouldn't have been made.
There's
Going
options
back
for
to the
audio
story,
compression.
David.
Should I just leave it at none? Yeah. Okay.
we played this show with Charlene Yee, famous
For
actress.
some reason, I can't bring it.
Okay.
Like, this
No
is
big
Leland
deal.
Lee.
weird.
No big.
Who is Leland Lee?
I don't
Where am
know.
I getting that name?
I don't know.
Like, leave it.
But
It goes
we
back.
played with her, and they were in their stage banter. They were making a couple jokes, and they were saying, "Can you do the setup? What is the setup?"
My dad is so old.
Yeah, so they'd go, "My dad is so old," and then Jordan and Chris Parr, the other guy who was playing with Seacats at that point, they go, "How old is he?" And they kept doing these jokes, and they would always know to respond and say, "How old? How fat is he?"
Yeah.
I've never ever heard of that. I didn't know that was a thing.
How do like responding like that?
I've never heard of those jokes where you respond to them by saying that.
Really?
Yeah. And so it was like
You're supposed to be Mr. Funny Man. Gosh.
And I was so confused because my friends had this orchestrated gag with this famous actress that I thought we'd never met before, but they have a bit worked out. I was very confused by it, and ever since I've been trying to figure out how you do those jokes where you say how blank is blank.
Well, it has to be the inflection with the wind up. It's da 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 da.
But it was like out of nowhere. They were just talking and they did it and they knew to respond like that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Are we live here?
I mean, it's recording.
Good.
Oh, I didn't know it was recording.
It's
Thanks
always
for letting me know.
always recording, David. We always record.
Thanks for letting me know, Josh.
You're rolling.
So I'll just take this little moment. Hello.
Oh, who's hosting?
I don't know. I was just about to take the reins.
That's very, very like you, Josh.
Whoa.
Just to assume like that.
David, you're welcome to host if you want to.
Hey everybody.
No, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, this is your host Mike Davis.
And that's very like him.
First question of the show.
Is that how the host does it?
David, I want to buy a new game. What should I buy? I want a new game that I can play with you that you haven't played before, so we can start a game at the same time and build our characters together.
Ooh.
Okay, World of Warcraft.
Do you wanna get
Have you guys
DayZ?
heard of that?
World of Warcraft?
Do you want to get DayZ?
Maybe.
Jordan just told me that the creator of that game quit.
Is that true or is that false?
I think that is true. Actually, I've heard that on a podcast, on the Giant Bombcast specifically.
They're more credible than me.
Did you say Giant Bongcast?
Yeah.
Sweet. DayZ creator Dean Hall steps down. Plans to start his own game studio.
Yeah, so wait for when he makes one, okay? Because I'm sure he'll see it through.
Isn't DayZ a mod?
No, is it? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
It started as a mod, and now it's its own game.
Daisy who?
Classic.
Hernandez?
That was a good one.
Not really.
Thanks, Dave.
I thought it was fun.
Whoa, 3D World?
Yeah.
They have 3D World for 3DS?
Yeah, it's not as good.
Huh.
I actually hated it the first time I played it, but when I played the Wii U version, I liked it more.
Yeah, the
Wii U one
version's
seems
fun.
cool.
It's really fun.
It's great.
It's great.
I love it.
Do you have a Wii U, David?
No.
Why not? It's great.
I want a PS4 more than I want a Wii U.
Me too, dude.
I think that at this point in the game, David, you're making the wrong choice.
I do think that...
I think so too. The Wii U has a stronger library technically, but I think PS4 has more potential.
The Wii U's having a stellar year. Did you see the Amiibo trailer? Did you guys watch the Amiibo trailer?
What is
No.
that?
It's okay. This is what they're doing. You know those Skylander toys?
Oh, I heard about something like
They're
that.
doing. Nintendo is doing that with these little figurines of their characters. Mario, Link, different Yoshi, different characters, flagship characters, on a little. They're like a figurine.
Mm-hmm.
Now the controller has a near-field communication chip in it, and if you put the toy on it, it registers that, and there's information travels between them. Now, Nintendo has committed to using this system for different games, and each game is going to use it in different ways. The only one that's confirmed at this point, and actually they tell you how it's going to work, is Smash Brothers right now. Mm-hmm. And the way it works is whatever character you have of figurine, you can use that guy in the game, and you can use special, like, not special moves, but you can kind of like use
Custom
him,
move sets.
use him as a custom fighter, and you can choose what things he does, like a heavy fireball that's slow or a fast light fireball, and you can level up his attributes and stuff, and you play against him or you play as him, and theoretically your friends also have these, and you use these to battle each other. You can play as them. I think they can be computer controlled, I guess.
Cool.
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah. But you can't use them online. You can only fight with them local. So if you're fighting your friends or something, which I think is fair. You don't want to fight against somebody who's just
Yeah.
played with their character all the time and has an
Yeah.
insanely high, fully maxed out stat
Yeah.
category. So they have full manual, full air, full rail grinding, and then the character, I don't know, has a blue mohawk and a Bam Margera skateboard. Right, David?
Right.
Could you bring your custom characters online in that?
bring my Tony Hawk Pro Skater custom character.
Can you bring your Tony Hawk Pro Skater character online on Smash
Smash
Bros?
Brothers confirmed.
Is it Tony Hawk 3 from PS2? Is that the one?
Thug, American or Underground.
I'm gonna buy the Forest, David.
That's what Christian Sparks plays. That.
Really?
Yeah, he really likes it.
You're buying it right now?
Yeah.
Little research your purchase.
Yeah, here we go.
It's in alpha.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. I'm looking at it right
I
now.
think David knows, man.
It's in alpha.
No, it's not.
Yes,
Early
it is.
access game. It doesn't say alpha early access game.
That's what that is.
And that's what that is.
That's what that is. It's also Windows only.
Oh, this is a single player game.
It's also Windows only.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I just want to play a multiplayer game on my Mac without having to make a new Windows partition. Because the second that I installed that thing you told me to install, David, to run my Xbox controller on Windows, my computer went to shit.
That actually looks really cool.
And my Windows partition had viruses upon viruses.
You should delete all that stuff. There's a new wrapper out that like works amazing and doesn't do any of that.
It's still that DS3 tool or whatever, though?
No, it's something different.
Okay. Yeah, I just deleted my Windows partition. Because it was taking up like 40 gigs, and I don't know why it was full, but it was full, and I had like one game installed. And I think that was
Half of
Nidhogg,
it's full of the
which
operating-
Nidhogg is like a 400 megabyte game.
Half of it's full of just the operating system.
Yeah, the operating system takes up like 30 gigs. I don't feel like that's right.
That's right.
Windows, man.
Dude, Mac takes up like 5 megabytes of my hard drive.
That's not true.
It is. It's a
Tiny.
5 megabyte operating system.
Super
You
tiny.
can fit it on a floppy disk.
Okay.
I see that neither one of us won the Pulp gaming headsets.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm gonna have to take the reins on this podcast and start it.
Oh, it's
Well,
it's started. We've done
But,
it.
you know, I'll
Get
just
bot colon.
for
This is not a podcast.
ritual's sake. Hello.
Hello, you've been listening for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I am Josh, and I'm here in Kelso with Mike,
Hello, everybody. Here I am.
and over there I got Jordan.
Hey guys.
On the speaker on the internet, there's
No, fuck.
there's David.
Hey,
At any time, Keenan could call in. I'm hoping.
There he is.
And there's Sebastian on the guitar.
Jamming hard. I've been kind of thinking about this goat simulator game, David.
it seems like that game seems like a novelty. Like it will probably be fun for like a little while, but you're not gonna be playing it in like 6 months.
Dude,
Well,
is
what
that
if they
Tony Hawk
release?
trick
What if they
stuff?
release DLC, David?
It already looks like Tony Hawk to me. I'm sold.
Wait,
Look at
what
this.
was that game that Dad was playing called? Rolling.
Oh, man.
Do you know what that is? Oh, Spin Tires. Do you know about that, David?
No.
Will you click on it, Mike?
Where is it?
He was up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Spin tires.
There's this game called Spin Tires, which I think my dad said is some kind of old school Russian logging equipment simulator. Is that what it was? It's, yeah. Take responsibility of operating large all-terrain Soviet vehicles and venture across the rugged landscapes with only a map and a compass to guide you. I played it for like a minute. It was the slowest truck I'd ever driven in a video game. It was unbelievably slow. And you're driving through the wilderness, and so you can get stuck in the mud.
Wait. Let me get this straight. Your dad, for a living,
Yeah.
goes out into the woods and logs,
He
and then
drives very slow trucks.
he drives slow trucks. And his escape, his play, is to play a logging simulator.
My dad has bought every single logging simulator that has ever come out. My dad has a PlayStation 1 excavating logging game.
I bet he could sell that to Corey for a lot of money.
All right. Topic of the week.
Are you gonna do it, or are we supposed to improvise?
Well,
it?
Mike's the host, so...
I have one.
Okay.
Okay, well, wait your turn, Mike. What is the theme of the week?
Is Keenan playing a game right now, Mike?
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah, he's playing Dota.
That's why he's not responding.
God.
Tell him that when he gets off, he needs to give me a call, because we're in the middle of an important call.
He'll get it.
Tell him when he's done doting, say doting. D-O-T-I-N-G. I've got the topic of the week. Tamagotchi life.
Tamagotchi?
Oh, Tomodachi.
tomodachi.com.
I'm glad we're best friends.
When I went in and bought the game, I said Tomodachi life. And the girl looked at me and was like, Tamagotchi? Like those old pets? And I said, no, it's a Game Boy game. And she's confused.
Where'd you go?
I just went to the GameStop for the one.
She didn't know?
I mean, maybe she was joking.
She should have been fired. Who was it?
Let's fire her.
I got a beat on her. Who was
What's her
it?
name?
What's her name, Josh? Get me the receipt.
I don't know her name.
Get me the receipt.
So I've been playing Tomodachi Life, and I've been finding out which of my friends are and aren't compatible with me.
Uh-oh.
Turns out that Jordan and I are 99% compatible. We're besties.
Is that the best you can do?
I mean,
He can't be
probably,
100. That'd be like a clone.
maybe 100 is like your wife or something. That's how I think about love. Your best friend's like a 99, and then your love of your life is just a little bit better.
I'm almost there.
Oh man.
I'm right where I want to be.
And I found out that David and Keenan are completely incompatible. They're like ketchup and...
Ice cream.
They're like
and
ketchup
mustard.
and ice cream.
Ketchup and mustard.
So when Keenan calls in here pretty soon, pay attention to the chemistry between David and Keenan, because it's bad. It's like ketchup and ice cream.
Wait, that was between them?
Yeah.
Not with you and them.
No, I was putting them together.
All right.
Why?
I got a topic of the week.
Don't worry, David. We'll get there. But right now, I'm talking about ketchup and ice cream.
Oh, man. This is the worst cast to date.
I don't know about that.
That's
take the
funny.
box.
That's funny that you think that, because I'm having the best time I've had so far.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna start pounding on this thing when you guys get the box. So it might be loud.
Also in my Tomodachi Kingdom, I have a couple.
Is that what it's called?
No, it's an island.
Okay.
Are you the king?
I have a couple. I could be the king. There's this funny thing of the game, because you're not technically playing as yourself. You're not playing as your me, but your me is on.
It's your lookalike, right?
Yeah, so whenever you're talking to any of the me's, they call you Joshuada's, well, my me's name's lookalike. Because they're actually talking about me in real life.
So what celebrities have you put on this game, Josh?
Well, I downloaded a couple of the celebrities that Nintendo has available.
Mm.
So I have Christina Aguilera, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Flying Tomato, Shaun White.
Have you made any?
No, I haven't made any. And there's also this funny problem I was telling Sebastian about that I think I'll talk about on here as well. I don't really have, a lot of friends that are girls. I'll just put this out there. And so I'm in a kind of a tough spot with the game, because there is an element of the game that is romance.
Yeah.
And because this is an old school relationship simulator, there is no same-sex relationships. And so you're not going to have any romance going on.
I think they're patching that. That's DLC.
Unless there is some people of both genders, you know?
Mhm.
My mom's in the game.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's not where the story's going. But I just...
Well, you certainly teased it like that.
But I just don't really know what to do because, you know, I've got friends who are girls, but I don't have friends who are girls that I feel comfortable enough with
to put them in the
to
game.
put in a game without
Do you
without
feel like you have to have their
telling
consent in real life?
yes, like without telling them, and then it's like they're gonna end up dating somebody in my game, and it's this game that I'm just playing by myself, completely solo. It's like, I'm dating you in my game, and so then here's the flip.
I tell Chie that all the time.
And here's the flip side of that. So, what am I going to do instead? Am I going to go into the me maker and create some kind of fantasy me women so that I can date them in the game? I'm not going to do that either because that's just as weird. So, these are the only workarounds I've figured out so far. One is I go in.
You should just put your friends' girlfriends, and that's it. And then make things really weird.
I don't want to date Hannah. That'd be awkward if I started dating Hannah in the game.
I think I have video of that though.
Not fair to Mike.
Not fair to Mike. Is Mike in the game?
Yes. Not very compatible with Mike, surprisingly. We're 12%.
What are we, Josh?
I actually didn't do me and you. I need to do that. I think I did. I just don't remember it. So we were probably somewhere in the middle.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, the workarounds I figured out for getting women into the game. I put in joke women. That's one. There's a girl.
Josh, women aren't jokes.
What do you wait? You mean like Roseanne Barr or what kind of joke woman?
I put in, there's a girl called Death, and she just has black eyes, and she looks really scary.
Sounds like my kind of girl.
And then also, the other workaround is I just go to my street pass, and any girls that I've met, I just import into the game. I don't know who they are. I didn't have to make them. And then they're in my game, and randomly, you know, romance can bloom, and I don't have to feel weird about it.
And you don't even, most of the times, you probably...
but I feel like that's not fun at all. You don't know those people.
Yeah, you don't know them, so it's not weird.
I know. I don't know what to do.
No, that's good. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I think the solution is play Persona 4.
Then there's pre-made girls of your dreams.
Unless they get a different voice actor, right?
I actually grew to like the new voice actor.
David started loving her too.
Yeah, I bet.
He loves 2 women now.
I believe it.
Same woman, just
Different voices.
different voices. Yep, that's right.
She's kind of better in that way.
I don't even know what that means. Kind of better in that way?
I mean,
As
she
in,
can
like better because she has 2 voices?
Yeah, she can spice it up sometimes.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a shower, guys.
Okay, David, what was your topic, David? Let's hit it.
Hey, before you go, hold on.
All right. You know, E3 was this week. Anyone watch it? Anyone keep up to date?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched any of it, but I've read Snack Taku enough to know what happened. Some important stuff.
Josh just did his song on the log.
So,
Josh just did?
I guess the topic of the week
Uh-huh.
are, post E3, those post E3 thoughts. What'd you think? What
Okay.
think's going on?
You want to start it off?
Hey, I wasn't listening. What?
We're talking about E3,
Well-
post E3 thoughts.
I'll tell you right off the bat.
Last Guardian.
Yep, wasn't there.
I watched that.
Immediately the show was, sort of a letdown.
Yeah. I watched that Mega 64 podcast that was like right before E3, and they were
Yeah.
talking about, they were like arguing, and they were like saying, it's definitely coming out.
I mean, like, if it had any, I mean, I don't even know. There's still a chance for it to come out this year. They could announce it at Gamescom. They could announce it at Tokyo Game Show. But if they announce it at Tokyo Game Show, it's a 2015 game.
I thought they canceled the game.
Oh, you didn't hear the update?
No.
The story was false.
Oh, you told me. I never even looked at any story.
So IGN ran the story, and they thought they had a trustworthy source, like that it was canceled. But soon after, it became apparent that it was not canceled. So it's not that it was like a fake story. It wasn't, The Onion didn't say The Last Guardian's canceled.
And Kotaku thought it was real.
Those dum-dums.
Snack Taku thought it was real.
But the information they got was unreliable. And people are blowing it up because IGN says that, they heard from... People are saying, like, oh, they heard from an anonymous source in Russia that it was canceled, so they ran the story. That's not the case. IGN has a Russian team, like IGN Russia, and they heard it from them, like one of their official teams.
Yeah.
So,
Always defending IGN, David.
IGN, it's just...
IGN fanboy.
What kind of hold do they have on you?
What kind of hold?
She was getting on your vinyls. Oh!
People give IGN a lot of crap for things that just aren't true, and that's what bothers me.
They're the easy target. They're the big corporate.
Yeah, exactly. They used to be owned by Fox, and so everyone was like, Rush Limbaugh is influencing games media.
Oh,
What?
People are just stupid when it comes to that sort of thing. They think that the reviews are bought. That I don't know. There's just a bunch of misinformation out about IGN, and then they'll always say really ridiculous things like, IGN gave this game a 9 and this game a 7.
Yeah.
Like, can't spell IGN without ignorant. Or can't spell ignorant without IGN is what I mean.
That's considerably less clever, the first one you said.
Yeah, the first one was really dumb.
I'm going to give a small amount of background to the background noise that's going on right now. Jordan is hitting a VHS player right now because he is taking the footage into a computer to upload in VHS form
in real time.
And so he's hitting the VHS player to make the video have more VHS messed up quality.
More artifacting.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, you have to realize that IGN is not a singular person. Multiple people review games.
Colin.
Yeah, Colin, Greg. That's
Dave.
it. Ryan McCaffrey. All those guys, all those good guys over there.
Yep.
Leah B. Jackson. And so one review, all these games are reviewed by, drastically different people with different tastes. That's just the way it has to be. And even though they all represent IGN is not a singular opinion. That's just impossible. It's just stupid to think that way.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone has thought that in the past, but
Well, I think that's something that happens a lot with those kinds of sites, and people criticize them for it, but so few of those sites have one like voice.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's extreme. The bet or. Do you visit Polygon at all?
Polygon?
Yeah.
No, is that a game site?
Yeah. So Polygon is interesting because they do try and have their scores like be representative of like the entire site or something. And the way they do it is they have the reviewer review the game, like they just write it out, and then they collaborate with like their senior editors or whatever. To have the score match the text. So they can't write a review with the score in mind. Like, the score is determined after the thoughts are written down, right?
Yeah.
And part of that process is reflecting Polygon's complete. And not only that, but they'll update their reviews, which a lot of sites don't do. So, you know, if a game is completely broken upon release, but later gets better and is later amazing, they'll actually change the review within reason to reflect that. So Polygon's sort of the exceptions to the rule, but it's still different people.
They're progressive.
And another thing is, I also just found this out through. I've been reading this book. It's that Critical Path book.
It's about game journalism.
Yep. Yeah, it's about, you know, reviewing video games. And one thing that the book brings up is you are representative of a whole site when you review a game. So although it's all these different opinions, if it's like a sequel in a series, you don't want to put your own personal opinion of the first game in the review unless it's completely necessary, or like, because you don't want to contradict the site.
Yeah.
You don't, like, you know, hypothetically, you know, The Last of Us got a 10 on IGN.
Yeah.
Let's say The Last of Us 2 came out, different reviewer, and the reviewer says, like, the abysmal first installment of The Last of Us is way, like,
yeah,
you know, you can't say that. Like, the authorial voice needs to stay the same from like the company, but it's still two different reviewers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's messy. It's not super simple, but at the same time, like, there's just, with something that is inherently an opinion, there's no such thing as objective journal or objective reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, just with something like that subjective, you can't have a perfect consistency within your like review system unless it is coming from a singular person.
Yeah. And that's what's beautiful about Garbage Town, you know?
Yeah, it's all one person.
And so nobody ever has to be confused.
Exactly. It's all Josh. Look at the site. It's all Josh.
Speaking of which, there's a piece of content going up tomorrow.
Ooh, are you going to tease it or?
Nope, because this will not go up before.
The content is going up much before.
Should I just talk about it?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Wow, this is like, we're really thinking ahead.
Oh, this is sort of like a sneak peek, but except it's like a retro.
Yeah, so David, I just need you to act like you've already seen it while we're talking about it.
Oh no. Wait, why?
Well, because people are going to hear this after it. And so we're all going to talk about it because we've already seen it.
Okay.
Just go along with it.
Is it the VHS?
No.
Okay. I'm still waiting on that. I'm still waiting on all those links.
It may interest you to know that actually both links are active now. Both links do have content on them. Check it out.
We're referencing some links from the box, some secret stuff.
If you're not David, don't listen to this right. That message was just for David.
Mm-hmm.
But we're both of the things that are up right now are still being updated, so they're going to be a little bit different if you look at it like a week from now. Something will be different and something will be additional stuff. Anyways, continue.
So tomorrow there's going to be a promo for the box put up on the Seacats channel and on the Garbage Town blog. It was filmed, directed, edited, written by Christian Womack. He did it all on his own. Surprised us.
Well, he didn't shoot it.
And he did it all on his own, except that there's another person in the video and
somebody else shot
someone
it.
else shot it because he's in the video.
Who else was it? Who shot it?
His sister shot it, Hannah, and our new friend Jared Brannon. He's from this band called Da Deer. I'm not saying it right, but just...
No, I think that's right.
Okay.
No, Dedere.
Okay, and it's spelled Dedere.
Yeah.
How did you know that, David?
I just assumed with both of those pronunciations in tandem, that's the way I would have guessed.
Yeah. So, he's our new friend, and he's a nice guy. He seems to like the box a lot. He bought a box, and those two got together and made a nice little promo for us, and
it's sold out already, so don't
it's
try and
sold
buy
out
one.
on the internet, but me and Mike have decided that, especially because we got a promo now, we're going to put 3 more up for sale on the internet.
Ooh, limited edition. Who will own 27 of 25?
That is true. That will exist.
Some of them aren't numbered.
Really?
Yeah.
In the box?
Mikey's
Inside?
Morgan, hers. I looked at it. Hers is like blank of 25.
Justin had one job. I'm going to shout out to Justin for not numbering the boxes. I was suspicious when I could not find box 1 of 25.
Somebody, he may have just been playing a joke, because somebody at a release show was like, "Who has 1?"
Yeah, it was Alex. Alex wanted it.
Oh, well, Jake also wanted
Oh, really?
it. Yeah. And he was talking to everybody who bought one, like, "Who did you get? What number's yours?" 7. Yeah, I want 1.
And I couldn't find it.
Either he took it or he didn't do one.
Yeah.
Or someone else got it.
So yeah, there'll be a nice video tomorrow.
Awesome. Should I tease a little bit of content?
Thank you, Christian, for making the video. Yeah, go ahead.
You got content? David?
Maybe. Maybe I shouldn't tease it, because
Yeah,
we keep
you-
on teasing all this content.
That
and
is
none
a
of it's gone
tease.
up.
He doesn't even know if he has it. I said, what a tease. Come on, David. Tease me. Please me. Tell me what it is.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna give, I'll tease something, and then I'll also give an update on something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, I just beat this game today
Topper.
called The Swapper.
Copper.
Yeah. Cops and robbers.
Cop Swapperman.
It was, in a word, great. Fantastic.
That is
even.
David's one-word game reviews. Thank you, David.
I'm thinking about writing a review for it, but I'm not entirely convinced I have all that much to say about it, to be completely honest. It's amazing.
You've said quite a bit already.
A mouthful.
So I don't know. We'll see. Well, I'll probably know by Wednesday if I'm gonna write about it.
Okay.
It's Monday, by the way, for people listening.
It's Tuesday.
It's midnight, I guess. So now it is officially Tuesday.
Thank you, Jordan, on the clock.
Also, Josh has known this for a long time. this little gem of a game called Persona 4. You know, one of the best games I've ever played in my whole GD life.
I mean, to be fair, one of the biggest loves
Yeah.
of your life.
Yeah, the best relationship I've ever had in my entire life. You know, formed through this game. With you know.
With the character of the game.
Yeah. Anyways, I wanted to write about this game for a long time. It's a special game. It does a lot of things that like not many other games do, if any. Actually, I'm not gonna say that because you know there's other Persona games. Persona
There's
3.
other Persona and there's other fish in the sea.
But what'd you say?
There's other fish in the sea.
Oh, I thought you said something way worse.
Nope. Nope, he didn't. I heard him.
And I wanted to write about this game for a long time, but you know, it's been a while since I've played it. And now I'm not so sure I have the what's the word I'm looking for, Josh? The will? Maybe not the will, but the you know, I'm not on that Persona 4 high anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of the little details are escaping my memory as I talk about it, as time, you know, time goes ever forward.
Yeah. Oh, I do the same thing. I know what you mean.
And, you know, the time may have passed. The time may have passed for all what I've wanted to say about it.
Yeah.
And now I feel like if I retroactively try and go and talk about it, it's going to seem a little bit contrived, my feelings for it. Even though they're not. Like, I do think the game's amazing, but I'm going to be trying to write it more passionately than I feel about it at this particular moment, which I'm not sure is the right way to go about it.
Yeah.
So, I think the solution is for me to play the whole game again. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to go through it again.
I have another idea.
Well, it's your idea. Watch a playthrough?
I'm going to compare this.
Watch a Let's Play? Watch PewDiePie play Persona 4 for me?
This is going to come around, David, in the way that I can always, you know, I can find these connections to make people understand the feeling. Macklemore
Okay.
came out with
Off to a great start.
the song "Same Love." You're familiar with it, right?
Yes.
Now Macklemore, I've listened to a lot of interviews with Macklemore, and he always talks about he wanted to put out a song about gay rights for years, and he tried a lot of different ways. You know, he brought it to his buddy Ryan in a couple different forms, and Ryan just kept saying like, dude, this isn't really chill, dude. That's what Ryan would say to him. He had a couple different ways he did it. He tried writing it from the perspective of the gay boy.
Oh, man.
And obviously that's kind of cheesy, kind of lame to do. And so...
Well, I also don't think it's his place to do something like
exactly.
that.
But
keep on going.
You understand why he that was one thing. You know, I could understand somebody trying that.
Uh-huh.
But he was able to see it wasn't the right way to go. And so what Macklemore ended up doing, as we all know and love, is he wrote
Not sure about that second one, but yeah.
He wrote it from his own perspective about the whole thing, instead of writing it from some kind of gay perspective, because that's what he could do. So, what I think you should do, David, is talk about don't try to make the Persona article.
Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah, don't try to make the Persona article more passionate than you still are, like you said.
Right.
Make the article maybe about a wider, broader thing. Make it about here's my life, 2 months after Persona, and here's the stuff that's left with me way after the fact. It still sticks with me. Or just...
a broken heart.
Exactly. Or just, talk about the broad themes, whatever. I don't know. You can figure something like that out.
Yeah, talk about the broads.
Talk about all
themes.
Make your list of your favorite broads from Persona 4.
Oh man. I don't know. We'll see if I write about that game one day. I feel like I
mean, at least
updated.
Do a little one-page thing, something like that,
Yeah, I keep an updated list of games I've beaten and my top 10 games of all time. By the way, Super Metroid just got booted off number 10, unfortunately. R.I.P. R.I.P. Super Metroid.
Did it get beat by Copper?
No, Swapper's not in the top 10.
What did it
I think it got bumped by. Actually, I think 2 games got bumped. Maybe. Because Dark Souls and Persona 4 Golden are on it. What used to be on it? Super Metroid was on it. Oh, and
it was Angry Birds, wasn't it?
Huh?
Was it Angry Birds?
It was The Walking Dead. And it's funny because I had The Walking Dead. What? Yeah, this needs to stop.
I think the video's ending, so you'll just keep it up. You're fine.
Okay. The Walking Dead used to be my number 4 on the list, and when I updated it, I just took it off.
You forgot about it?
I mean, that game. I thought that game was really amazing when I played it.
Yeah.
But when I think back on all these amazing experiences, Dark Souls has stayed with me. Persona 4 has stayed with me. Walking Dead has not stayed with me, and I think it's because it hasn't stayed with me as a game. Like,
I agree. I mean, it's very thrilling and it's a really fun experience while it's going on. But I definitely that's why when I started playing the new season whenever that was that it came out not too long ago, and it's really fun. I really like it. But before that, when I heard about the new season, I was just like, man, I don't even remember the thing. I was questioning whether I would even go back into it. I'm glad I did because it's fun, but yeah, for some reason it doesn't stick with you that much.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play season 2 this year, but it was weird. I thought that game was seriously something else when I first played it. I've never cried so much in a game. Episode 2, 3, and 5 all had me seriously crying, not just single tears, but
yeah, I remember hearing about your tears.
Yeah, I've never cried so much in a game, but it didn't. It's because all of its emotional hits are pretty in the moment, but they're actually not all that resonant. Unlike The Last of Us, The Last of Us had moments where I teared up. I didn't cry as much as I did in The Walking Dead, but The Last of Us stuck with me so much more than The Walking Dead did.
Yeah, me too.
It actually affected me. It wasn't just this super high emotional, crazy intense thing that lasted for a second. It was a more thought out and subtle thought changing experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still have that as my number 1, and I'm it's been a while since I played that game. It's probably been a year, right?
Well, you played the DLC this year, right?
Yeah, I played the DLC this year. That's true. But
and we played online not too long ago.
Well, yeah, but I mean since I played the main game, it's probably been close to a year. And it's actually stuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't see it like even when I'm looking over my list, I don't see it shifting from its number one spot. I feel like I'm crazy for having that game as my number one, but like it really did something else for me.
Yeah. This reminds me, I want to make an official announcement. One of our next big projects as a collective, I want to do Let's Plays as groups and everything, whatever, sometime. And the game I want us all to play together, I want us all to do a Let's Play of PlayStation Home.
Is that still running?
Yeah, I went on it the other day. It's gotten wild. It's gotten very wild.
I was really hoping you weren't going to say that.
David, it's going to happen with or without you.
All right.
You can choose to be with us or against us. But I played it, and it was weird. I think that maybe I think that game is still popular somewhere else than America.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
When I went on it, my default character was not a white person. It was a dark person. And there was a lot of stuff about football.
Well, it's the World Series.
I know.
That's baseball.
But you wouldn't write it football.
It's not World
You'd write
Series, Josh.
soccer if it was U.S., okay?
It's not World Series, Josh.
And I think that one of those football countries is one of the main. It's the main population of PlayStation Home these days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know very little about PlayStation Home.
And that's why we've all got to play it. Also important. I watched a Woody Allen movie for the first time yesterday.
Which one?
That's not true. I'd watched one. I don't remember it, though. It was Manhattan Murder Mystery, what I'd seen before. I think that's what that one's called. Anyways, the one I watched yesterday was called Manhattan. Is it possible he has two movies with the name Manhattan in the title?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Your audio just went to 144p quality.
Oh, okay. Well, the good news is we're not recording through that, so as long as you can still understand us, we're good.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I just want to.
Cool. So I watched this movie. It's called Manhattan.
Manhattan Meat Murder Train.
Nope, just Manhattan. And in it, Woody Allen plays himself. I mean, it's some other name, but it's him. And he is torn between two loves. One is a high school student, 17 years old. And one is I guess it's like his friend's mistress. His friend is having an affair, and he falls in love with the girl he's having an affair with.
Wait, was this a
His friend
movie
is.
or a biography?
I know. And this movie was in 1970. It was made in 1979, and
Whoa.
in it, Woody Allen is, I think, 42. And first of all,
what?
that's surprising. But
Yeah.
he was definitely in his 40s. I heard it. He said that somewhere in the movie.
He said, "I'm in my 40s."
And I thought it was crazy that there's a movie like it's not like a heavy subject in it. It's like he is dating a 17-year-old high school student, and his friends aren't freaking out about it. They're kind of like there's reference to it, and I mean they break up eventually because of that. But like it was weird that that's a thing, and then obviously it's just so weird to watch that movie through the lens of hindsight and the stuff that happened to Woody Allen.
Yeah, definitely.
For those that don't know, he is dating a high schooler in real life. Let's put it that way. And so I don't know. Like the movie was okay. Yeah, I didn't really strike me as super cool. I know that a lot of people like Woody Allen movies a lot, and some of those people that like them, I feel like I have similar tastes to, so I expected to like really love it.
Hmm.
But I didn't. I laughed a few times for sure, but it wasn't great. And it was just kind of maybe too weird because of the whole element of him being
Yeah.
a real life high school dater.
Yeah, that's really weird. Um. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think I've seen a single one of his movies.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to watch it because, I mean, it's a big, cultural
It.
thing, and
Yeah. Is it considered one of his better ones?
yeah,
The one you watched?
when I went to watch a Woody Allen movie, I just clicked on Google and I searched a list of Woody Allen movies and in what order I should watch them.
That was first.
And that was not first. Here's what the list was. The movie that was first was like his movie 2 years before that. But then right below that it said, this movie I felt like I shouldn't even put it on the list because it would obviously be first and it's his most popular movie. So
Which one?
the one I watched, Manhattan.
Wow.
So I don't know.
Was that the one where he sneezed on the coke pile?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think that if it's not, the biggest one, it's definitely right in his prime. So I think it was probably
Yeah.
a good measure of what they're like.
Hmm.
Um, next week's email question, all the Woody Allen fans out there, tell us, defend Woody to us.
Actually, can you tweet at us? Hashtag defend Woody.
Yeah, tweet at
And then-
Garbage Town.
I think one of the times I just shook this, it like brought the brightness down on everything, or like made everything darker. I think one of the times I shook it, it like notched the brightness up a lot.
So David,
It's fine. It's very
what
weird.
famous directors' movies did you watch this week? Did you watch like a Tyler Perry movie or something?
I watched the most recent movie I've watched was that Akira Kurosawa movie, Throne of Blood.
What is it called?
Throne of Blood.
What's that?
It is a feudal Japan adaptation of Macbeth.
Huh.
It's really good. It still really stands up. It's old. I think it's like 58 or 59.
Huh.
And it actually like really stands up. There's a few like weird transitions, but some of the camera work like is still super impressive. Like even today, I was like, I can't believe they're like pulling this off. Like the way that they like with the technology they had,
Yeah.
It's still really good, and like Macbeth is like, it doesn't have my favorite themes out of like the Shakespeare plays, or like, but I think its plot is probably my favorite. But yeah, I actually wrote something about it that, maybe I'll send it to Josh, see if he thinks it's appropriate to put on the site.
What was the director's name?
Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah, do you want to know what my biggest familiarity with Kurosawa is?
What?
Do you know the Bare Naked Lady song 1 Week?
No.
In the rap, he says, like Kurosawa, I make mad films. And that's what that's what I know about him.
I mean, he's a really famous director, and his films like sort of like they stand the test of time. And Throne of Blood actually just got a Criterion a Criterion release this year, which makes it more, better to watch now than ever.
That's we're sponsored by Criterion.
Um, Also, I read a book called Babel 17
Uh-huh.
by Samuel R. Delaney. That book is so sci-fi.
What a compliment.
It's like more sci-fi than
That's the book.
anything I've ever
That's the book cover
experienced.
quote review. So sci-fi.
It's like hard for me to even explain some of the stuff that goes on in that book because it's so sci-fi. Like the world building in that book can sometimes go over your head because like it's just so crazy, like the stuff that it's trying to describe.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's good. But I also read a book called Never Let Me Go. You know, people are familiar with this. Man, what's the author's name? Kazuo Ishiguro, I think. Let me look this up.
Did you say it was Anne Rice?
Yeah, Kazuo Ishiguro. And the book, I saw the film first. I actually saw it in one of my classes last year. And I think the film is bad. The film is okay, but I think the film is made way better if you've read the book. Like, I think they're complementary. I think you can tell why they made certain decisions in the movie once you've read the book. Like, then I feel like the movie is way more artful if you've read the book.
Yeah.
Some of the decisions were really smart, like really complement what the book is doing, but I don't think you would get that unless you've actually read it. The book is really, really well done. It's like super sad. It's pretty scary to read, I would say, like, because I think it just deals with themes that like everyone is sort of scared of, like I guess namely like wasting, you know, your short time on Earth, not going after what you want, or like, or spending time, like enough time with the people you love, because of really stupid things, like because of little, just like little tiny things that get in the way, like small arguments or something, or just really like trivial things, where in fact like, oh, you might like actually really still care about this person, and like when push comes to shove, like when like you or them are on their deathbed, like all that stuff doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And you realize like things should have been different. The book is pretty much all about that, and it's super sad, and like it's never, there's not like super incredible emotional moments. It's just everything is really like subtle and poignant, and just every little, like, you can just really feel the weight behind a bunch of little things, which I think is what makes the book so good.
Mm-hmm.
So I really enjoyed it.
Did you say it's called Never Let Me Go?
Yeah. There's like sci-fi elements to that book as well, but they're much less prominent than in a book like Babel 17.
It's not so sci-fi.
It's not so sci-fi, but it is. You know, it's nothing like in space or anything, but it has to do with like. I feel like if I say the sci-fi element, it actually spoils some of the book, so I'm gonna refrain from it.
On the book cover, the review is kind of sci-fi? ?
I don't want to spoil it, but
Kind of sci-fi.
sci-fi? Question mark. It's really good.
Do you remember when Assassin's Creed was like first announced? And
Yeah, and I was so excited for it,
and like there was
and now I couldn't care less about that series.
and
Yeah,
there
I
was
remember.
like screens of, you know, there was the main gameplay stuff. And
Yeah.
then there was just like little hints at the fact that there was a modern element to it.
Hmm.
And like that was so cool. That was so exciting.
Yeah.
It was
now,
like,
now
there's
they've like
this
completely
game-
ruined that concept for themselves.
There's this game that's set in when was the first Assassin's Creed set?
What what year did it come out, or what?
When is
time?
it set?
I'm not sure. I don't even remember what setting it
I'm
is.
gonna guess a century. This game's set in the 16th century, man. But there's a modern surgery room with modern technology. How can those both be in a game together? It was really exciting.
Yeah, BioShock Infinite did that way better.
Well,
like having those
that's true, but I guess I just mean like the actual run up to the game.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was teased in a really exciting way.
Yeah, but in execution, like BioShock Infinite did way better.
I think so too, and it was weird because I think I found out about a couple things. Like it was like in BioShock Infinite, there was the Beach Boys song "God Only Knows." There was that choir. There was that like what do you call it? Barbershop quartet singing it.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that was announced before. There's like footage of that before or something. And all that did for me.
Yeah, all of that stuff got spoiled like before it came out.
Well, all that did for me though was make me be like, did they get the time wrong? Like, did they just put stuff that wasn't supposed to have happened yet? Like, why did they do that? Because it's not like super far after. Because when was that game set? Like, 40s or 50s, right?
So wait, no, it's what's the battle that happens? Because that's what sets the time.
I don't remember. There was a battle.
Like he gets baptized after it.
I don't remember.
Something knee, wounded knee.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what
Battle
that was
of
part
knee.
of.
So 1890. So you're actually probably looking at
Wow.
1910 to 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. 20s makes sense. But
Yeah.
I guess it's still just like, I was like, it's not that far. I guess people could think that was old. I don't know. At a certain part, looking back at like American history, for me, like post, like, I don't know, after electricity.
Yeah. Okay.
It all blends
Okay,
together.
I know what you mean.
It all blends together for me.
Yeah.
I remember I was thinking about this the other day. I remembered an anecdote from The Little House on the Prairie. There was a part in it where Laura, that was her name, right?
Half pint, yeah.
Half pint. Where Laura, her family got indoor plumbing before everybody else. Her dad was like super into it. He was like, no, there's this new thing. It's indoor plumbing. And she was like really, really embarrassed. Because it was like, oh my God, our house is going to smell. Like, why would anybody want to do that? Why would you want to move the outhouse inside the house? That's horrible.
That's so great that like a thought like that was documented in a
No. And that's what I was thinking about. It's like, God, I know there's some modern things like that we just like hear about, like new technology, and we're just like, oh my God, like you couldn't do that. It's like
Yeah.
the idea of like charging electricity through the air or something, like wirelessly.
Yeah.
Like I hear about that and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get shocked when I'm walking by it. And I imagine that someday that's going to be executed flawlessly. It'll probably be very normal.
Mm-hmm.
But, there's still every once in a while there's an indoor plumbing failure, and I'm sure that sometimes I've had a few indoor plumbing failures at Sebastian's house. Shout out to Sebastian.
Yeah. What were we talking about before?
Before indoor plumbing, I don't know. We were talking about Bioshock, and then before that we were talking about Assassin's Creed, and I started talking about that because you were talking about sci-fi and.
Oh, did you find anything else from E3? Exciting. Bring it full circle, Josh.
Oh.
Bringing it full circle.
We watched a bunch of those trailers on the Wii U.
Yeah.
They were all awesome.
Yeah, just like I can't believe how much of my attitude towards Nintendo has turned around in the last month or two.
They're gonna have 2015 is gonna be an incredible year for Nintendo.
It's just
Man, that's so crazy that you guys are saying that, because I felt like Nintendo's year was last year.
They were dying.
This year I'm less excited.
I guess it's because probably 3DS for you last year, right?
Yeah. The 3DS had a huge year last year. By far and away the best the best platform of last year.
Yeah. I just was getting really worried about the Wii U.
I think you should still worry.
I mean, maybe so, but there's going to be some cool games, and there already is.
Oh yeah,
some
definitely.
Really cool games.
You're definitely gonna have a good library to play, but just in general, I don't know. That system is still scary.
Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart is so fun. It's a cool game.
Yeah, this is the first Mario Kart in a really long time that I won't be able to play it.
Not yet. You need to get it. Christmas or something.
I'm not. Nope.
Not Christmas. I mean, I don't know, something else.
If I get a Wii U,
it'll be on.
It's gonna be.
If you find one on the street.
Yeah, it's gonna be after its lifetime, probably.
No.
I mean, it's just that's a system that's the system right now if you still want to play multiplayer together with your friends. In a room.
Well,
and if you're not doing that a lot, then there's no point.
They're also they're doing very cool things. They have this thing called the Miiverse, which has been implemented into the 3DS. So you may be a little bit familiar with it, but the way they're implementing it in Wii U games is really fascinating. If you don't know about this already, I'm going to blow your mind here. In the Wind Waker HD remake, if you're connected to internet, if you're actively connected and signed into your account,
yeah, this was cool.
When you boat around in the ocean, you find these glowing green bottles, and if you sail into them, you pick them up, and there are messages that other players have sent out. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
I love stuff like that. I mean, it's just a more creative version of what Dark Souls has done, which is just leaving notes for other players, but it's integrated into the world way better than it is in Dark Souls.
Yeah, do you draw the messages to other players?
You can draw or text.
Uh-huh.
Or picture, because there's a camera in the game.
Oh.
And there's a camera item, the pictograph, and you can take pictures and
of stuff in the game.
Yeah. And selfies, you can take selfies with it too. I wonder if if you could do that in the original GameCube version.
I don't feel like selfies were such a thing then.
That's a funny addition.
Dude, Link came up with the original selfie.
We'll have to have our historians fact check that for us.
Did I ever show you guys that video of the Wind Waker Kanye West thing?
That was really funny.
Yeah, that was a really good video.
God, Death Grips are coming to the giant amphitheater that is by Kelso. Because they're going on tour with Soundgarden and Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, so weird. Such a strange.
I mean, obviously the Nine Inch Nails thing makes sense, but it's just like the fact that Death Grips are gonna play on stages like that. I can't
Yeah.
even imagine like what that show is gonna be like, and the crowd. I mean, some of the Nine Inch Nails crowd will definitely be prepared for it, but like the Soundgarden crowd,
Yeah.
What are they?
I don't know. I think like my dad could be one of the Soundgarden crowd.
No. I mean, what are Death Grips?
Death Grips is just this very, very aggressive electronic rap punk kind of thing. It's just
Yeah.
the most, like, some of their music can be very, very irritating if you were not into it. And the guy's just yelling and he looks scary.
I mean, I've been seeing big name bands that have an opener like that for years. I saw Big Frida at the Postal Service show, and
That's true.
that was the worst thing ever.
I'm sure this will be very similar in, like, vibe and the crowd.
Like that guy in a controlled situation, Big Frida, I'm sure is like pretty
Really
cool and very entertaining. But that crowd wasn't having it. That crowd didn't have the energy for him, and that was a bad show.
Do you know what Big Frida is, David?
I don't.
Do you want to explain, Jordan?
Yeah, I'll explain it. Big Frida is a guy who I think either in real life or on stage presents himself as a woman, and I believe the genre is bounce trance maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he raps. He's a rapper, kinda. It's more like dance music than anything. And it was just really bad. I mean, the music itself was not very good. And I don't know. It wasn't for me, but I don't think it was good music. And he had backup dancers that were all black women with wearing very, very short jean shorts, and I don't think they did it on the first song, but I think on the second song they bent over very far and shook their asses, and the crowd liked that. I think that was the first time the crowd lit up, and then the Big Frida started doing that sort of stuff too, and the crowd liked that. But that was like song 2 and 3 in a 10-song set, and it didn't go anywhere from there. And I don't know.
Did they keep doing it?
Yes. I don't know. And it was bad. There was at one point at the set, he had a DJ, and at one point the DJ said, "Go Frida, go," and he shook his ass like a lot. He gyrated. I think he did a good job, but
And this was opening for Postal Service, so you can imagine the crowd.
in Portland,
Yeah.
they weren't having it. Check it out, David. That's not the sort of thing you want to have on your search history.
What was I gonna say?
Speechless. You're speechless right now.
I am.
Anyways, Wii U's great. Woolly World, Yoshi's Woolly World
Yeah.
is going to be incredible. That looks amazing.
There's a Kirby,
yeah.
There's a claymation looking Kirby game.
That's going to be great. I think what we've all talked about.
Nintendo has been nailing their art direction.
Yeah, and it looks incredible in HD on the Wii U. It's just everything looks incredible. Mario Kart 8 really shines, especially when you go back into replay mode and look at things and you can slow mo it.
Yeah,
you can get real
yeah.
close and look at all the detail in the game. It's a beautiful looking game. You don't really realize it till you're playing it because all the videos I feel like for it, trailers don't really do it justice until you're actually playing it. Looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good console. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff coming out this year.
Toad?
Yeah, it's dope.
David, you don't really know about this game because you haven't played the new Mario 3D Land, World. But like once every world, there's one level called where you play as Captain Toad, and you don't fight any monsters. completely puzzle-based game. It's very Fez.
Yeah.
It's very Fez-like, 3D platforming, trying to find these hidden items in a boxy level that you can kind of control the camera angle of. And it was kind of a one-off like mini game. I don't know, there were maybe 8 of them in the entire game where you play like 8 levels like this. And they are making an entire game of that. They're expanding on it in different ways. I think that's cool.
I mean, it was a pretty fun part of the game.
I don't know if I'd want to buy a full version of it at full retail price,
Yeah,
but it's pretty fun.
yeah. Even that paintball game that they're coming out with looks pretty cool.
I mean, all the first party stuff is amazing, but also they have some cool third party titles that are promising.
It's really strange that there's that Dynasty Warriors Zelda game.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
Pulp
Yeah.
I think had a play review on that, and
Really?
they liked it.
Speaking of which, the new Zelda Wii U trailer.
Yeah,
I mean, if it's actually going to be what they're promising, or what they've said it's going to be, I mean, that's going to be awesome. I think.
you're telling
Yeah.
me you're not gonna get a Wii U for that?
I'm telling you that
That's a console mover, man.
because when Gamescom comes around and they announce The Last Guardian, it's going to be time to get a PS4.
I don't know, man. They're gonna announce it at PAX, and you're gonna be there, front row seat on Friday.
I would probably cry, but it's never going to be announced at PAX. That would never happen.
I'd never say never, man. I had to use the bathroom right outside the auditorium when they announced Fallout 3.
I saw the announcement for Metal Gear, or not announcement, but I saw the new trailer for Metal Gear. It was cool.
When's that coming?
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I buy into anything they do now.
But when you think of, were you into Metal Gear before the Metal Gear Solid 4 trailer first came out, like the first one, like the 20-minute long one?
Was I into Metal Gear before that?
Yeah, like the War Has Changed trailer.
I mean, I've watched Metal Gear since like the first one.
He's a lifer.
Okay, yeah, because like, I thought that trailer was like way more impressive than what they've shown for 5.
Well, I mean, honestly, the whole Phantom Pain thing was like way more impressive than the actual trailer for
Yeah,
5.
yeah, definitely.
But I mean, that had some kind of like mystical power to it, so it's not really fair.
I was expecting like even like a longer trailer. Like the trailer's pretty short, and
It was like
I
5
just don't think it
minutes-
showed
I thought it was
anything
like 5
that
minutes
interesting.
long.
What?
It was like 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
That's long enough for me.
Did you guys see the Far Cry 4 trailer?
What?
Did you guys see the Far Cry 4 trailer?
No.
That game has problems with race, but but
You just need a disclaimer that in case anybody
well,
is of a race out there.
Wait, like the vehicles? You can't race.
I know.
What kind of racing
The
you talking
racing levels in that game is not that good.
I know.
Just obviously just shoved in there for the racing.
I'd rather
fans.
just play Mario Kart, man.
For the
well, I
race
mean, like,
fans.
there was a lot of like complaint about race in Far Cry 3.
Race and
I like the way
cars.
it's dealt with. And you would think, or like maybe you want to think, but sometimes developers do learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, and you think they'd
And they
kind
change
of
things,
tune the controls, tighten the brakes.
Increase the handling,
yeah,
I don't know, the
But
acceleration.
with this trailer, it's just obvious that like it's gonna be more of the same. But that said, like the mechanics that they showed off look amazing. Like there's a really great moment in the trailer where like you're driving a car and there's a car next to you, or like a truck next to you, and you jump from that car into the truck, like kill the person driving the truck, and then you drive the truck off a cliff and like
And parachute?
and then hang glide, or not hang glide, but like you have like a wingsuit, I guess.
Yeah.
And like wingsuit down to like this plantation area, and it looks like amazing.
So we're very much into Just Cause territory here.
Yes, definitely. There's even like that ground grapple thing that Just Cause has. So
I
yeah.
like that you were talking about race problems and then you said plantation.
Is that bad?
No,
Did I
I'm
mess
not.
up?
No, I'm not saying you saying that is a bad thing to say. I just thought it was funny that there's a plantation in the game.
Oh, yeah. That's not even the racist part. But yeah, that game looks fun. That game looks really fun. And also they showed the Bloodborne trailer, which I'm not sure if you guys know, but that's the spiritual successor to Demon's Souls.
I don't know if I've ever played a game with blood in the title. Wait, not true. Blood in the Sand by 50 Cent. I've played that.
Haven't you played True Blood the game?
But yeah, Bloodborne. They didn't show any gameplay, which was unfortunate. But the Bloodborne trailer, like, it's just a CG trailer, but it looks so grimy. Like it's like the grossest looking world.
I can't tell you how much a game having the word blood in its title just turns me off of it.
I'm trying to think of another game that you've played. I'm sure there's one that we're not thinking of.
I mean, I used to play at Blood Gulch in Halo.
Well, I can't tell you how much a word like tomodachi turns me off the game, Josh.
Come on.
That's unlike you.
Yeah, you're lying right now.
I know. That's actually like the exact opposite. I'm playing a game right now called Danganronpa. Like, what can I say? But
Did you ever finish Ni no Kuni?
I was just gonna bring it. I was trying to come up with a good joke with the name.
I couldn't remember the name of it.
no, I didn't. I think I played it like 2 hours of that game and I stopped.
Dummy. You don't even find out what happens with Shadar. You don't even get to meet the little... What's the Pipsqueak's name?
What about the big fat cat? He's funny.
The fat cat. You don't get to see him. What's the little Pipsqueak? Drippy? You don't get to meet Drippy's mom. You don't get to go inside her.
I liked that game when I played it.
Does that not make you want to play
beat
it?
it.
You go inside
I'll beat it
Drippy's
eventually.
mom.
It's just like Persona 4. It's like, I'll beat it eventually. Like, I know that game is good.
You fight a squid inside Drippy's mom, man. It's hard. It's really hard.
Did either of you guys beat it?
No, but I got like 60% through, and then I moved.
Yeah, I played like 20%, and then I went on tour, and I haven't touched it.
Because I have his copy. If you want it back.
I'll tell you when I want it back. I
Alright.
will, but I don't need it now.
Too busy playing Mario Kart. And Pikmin. You're going to lose yourself in Pikmin, man.
I think I will play Pikmin sometime. I'll probably do that.
I almost bought a Wii U when Pikmin 3 came out, because I like the Pikmin series is amazing.
Trying to get these boys into it.
Yeah, we got it free with Mario Kart.
Are there any other games you guys are playing?
Wii Party U.
I played... No, Pikmin. That's it up for me. I've played I've played so much Pikmin this last 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
No, it's not. I should be doing other things.
Do you like it though?
Oh, yeah. There's a two-player like mode where you compete against another person, and there's a bingo card, randomly assigned bingo card, and you compete to whoever can get a bingo first. And it's so fun, just like, because there's some items on the map where there's only one, so if you get it, if like maybe your opponent needed a tomato to get their bingo, and then you get it, their bingo is blocked and they can't get it anymore, so they have to do another thing unless they get a special item which may randomly grant them the tomato, but probably not. It's a lot of fun. It's so fun.
It seems like it. Like, yeah, that's a game I really want to play. And so, Josh, you talked a little bit about Tomodachi Life. Like, you talked about what you've done in it, but
What
how are
haven't
you
done?
how are you actually feeling about it?
I will.
Like positive?
I'm getting into it more than I did with Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing wasn't necessarily,
Which is not saying a lot.
yeah,
I feel like.
which is not saying a lot, but I really feel like it's the exact same style of play. Um, I think this one's a little bit more my style, and also nobody was playing that game with me by the time I started playing Animal Crossing, so I just like didn't care. This game is fun. I don't think I'll play it more than a few more weeks at most. There's not necessarily a lot of depth, but I mean it's just like Animal Crossing, whatever. It's like you get items, I think eventually some people on my island will fall in love and get married and have a child, and that'll be an interesting new thing. And
Yeah.
every day there's events that happen, and one of you guys gets on the news and does a funny thing. David, actually, I forgot to tell you, you built a rocket, and I think I don't know, maybe you're trying to break some kind of world record for the farthest rocket, home-built rocket, how high it can go, and you made it into space. So congratulations.
Wow, David! I'd like to congratulate you on your new record.
One thing you can do is you can give the Mii's catchphrases or things to say when they're angry or sad or happy.
Those are super funny.
They are funny, but I am having a really hard time with most of my friends of like figuring out what it is that their catchphrase is.
Well, I'll tell you what Giant Bomb did, because Giant Bomb played this game on Unprofessional Fridays. I should send you the segment. It's really funny.
Don't plug other podcasts.
It's not a podcast. It's just a video.
It's just a weekly video.
They just had all the catchphrases be like please kill me, burn with me, and with that robotic voice. They made one me. I want to show you it. They made one me's voice sound like the worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's a really fun part of it, is messing with the voices. I've done some of that.
yeah, the one person's voice, it sounds like they're inhaling every word. So it's like
Yeah, that game, it's all synthesized voice. Like, you can customize everybody's voice to be like lower, or they can say everything like this, or they have a really low voice, or just like how they talk.
I feel like it's one of the best things about that game. It's like what was making me laugh the most when I was watching it.
It's like everything that's happening, it's actually voiced out, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And you give everybody their little nicknames, and that's funny. I don't know.
What's my nickname?
Jordy.
Oh yeah,
Makes sense, right?
that's what my uncle calls me.
I know. I was trying to figure out how to put in Gordon, but it was too hard.
We got a VHS. Well, it's anything. It's, you know where I'm going with this. I hope. We have an RCA to USB thing that we got today, which is great because you can plug in anything that's RCA component or S-video, which is great because I got some home movies I gotta share with y'all. Did you get new glasses?
Yeah, I did. That was quite a while ago.
I haven't noticed.
I know. It's funny. Like no one noticed at all
They look pretty
for
similar.
a long time. I know. Except there's like this old lady stuff here. I didn't notice it.
I noticed the metal bracket thing.
No one noticed it at all. And I was thinking as we were driving up to the Seattle show, I was like, I bet Sebastian will notice. And he was the first person that noticed.
Wait, you had him
Sebastian
then?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Now I feel like a jerk.
That's fine. Sometimes it's hard to place things about your friends. We're only 99%. I'm sure that the lady that I eventually find that's 100% will notice as soon as I get new glasses. That's the main thing I actually look for in a mate.
They notice your glasses.
Yeah. But yeah, Tomodachi Life, I want more of my friends to play it because I want to know what the multiplayer even is.
Can we do it if I have the demo version?
Maybe. I gave Keenan another one. Did you take
Are we
one?
gonna
Yeah, I
get?
left it.
Are we gonna get Mario Golf?
I think I will. I found out that was already out.
Yes.
That was out in like May.
Yes.
So yeah, I think I will. What I'll probably end up doing is, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn in some other stuff. I may end up turning Tomodachi Life back in after a couple of weeks. If I do, then I'll get Mario Golf. Otherwise, I'll just get Mario Golf at some unspecified time in the future.
Dude, let me sell it on eBay. I'll get more money for it.
That's probably a good idea.
So maybe we should bring a close to this part. But Keenan is still online. Do we want to talk about brothers?
Is he? What's he doing?
I still haven't played it. Sorry.
I don't think he's.
You're not gonna. Play.
I don't think he's friends with
Well.
anyone on Skype.
I specifically. Here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the
I've
thing.
gotta talk about it.
No,
Because
you
I'm
can.
gonna forget.
You can. I will play it, and you. Is it gonna be spoilers? Because I can leave.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
That's
leave.
what we could do.
You-
We could wrap up this portion and call Keenan.
Where is Steam?
Are we gonna? Does somebody have something they want everybody to do for next week? Do you?
No. No.
Well,
Pikmin. Do you know anybody who has a Wii U up there?
no. I mean, I think the Swapper is amazing, and I think everyone should play it.
You said
But
that.
I've already played it,
Yeah.
and it's also not available for PS3 quite yet, so it's
Yeah.
probably hard for you guys to play.
Yeah, it is.
Would you be?
So I'm not. Huh?
Would you guys be willing to play Wolfenstein like Tyler asked us to do last week?
I'll do that. Is it for PS3?
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah,
You can
do it.
Redbox it.
Yeah, I'll Redbox it. I mean, maybe. I downloaded Brothers. It's on my PS3. I still haven't played it. But I feel like I'm more willing to play Wolfenstein.
I mean,
just
I'm
to
sure
see.
it's kind of like a casual experience, and
Here's the thing about Brothers. It's been built up as an experience so much in my mind that and the PlayStation is in the bedroom. I am never like I never go. Like I go in, I play PlayStation when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And I don't want to play that when I'm going to bed.
yeah,
I feel like
it's
I
only
don't
like
know.
2 or 3 hours long, so you don't have to have that much time.
I'll play it. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Let me know if we should play Wolfenstein.
Okay.
I'll just do that.
Okay. What do you think, David? Is that fine?
If David's okay with that.
I mean, if there is, I don't know.
What do you got against Wolf? What do you have against the Nazis, David?
Yeah, David. What did they ever do?
I'll.
Were you just doing a Nazi call? Hi. Is that what you said? Nazi humor.
I guess I'll try and Redbox it.
For me, I'm excited to play it because, like I said, it's a game I literally never would have even considered playing. And I don't know, it's fun to do one of those weird, big budget action games every once in a while.
Are you going to try and beat it?
No.
I will play the single player campaign. If it's like, wow, this is really fun, then I definitely probably will try. I doubt I would. If I Redbox it, I probably wouldn't have time to really beat it.
I'm doing a day's worth.
Yeah, I'll play as much as is fun of the single player.
Is it Wolfenstein: The New Order?
I think that's what it's called.
Oh. Yeah, the main story is 11 hours long.
Okay.
Huh? I'm off. I'm off Thursday. Got to try on suits and then I'm playing Wolfenstein. Okay, you have 34 minutes left on this battery, just so you know.
so I'll have to plug it in before it's done uploading.
Maybe, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out.
Okay, bye.
See you Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be fun when we try on suits.
Maybe Wednesday.
Okay. Me and Jordan are gonna be in our friend Cody's wedding, and we're gonna have matching suits.
That's awesome.
Are we?
You don't know that.
What else is the point of this? We're definitely getting matching something.
Are we?
Yeah, I mean, why else would we all go together to the thing?
I guess that's true.
You don't have. Do you rent suits for weddings or buy them?
Depends. I asked him what he wanted, and he told me, but I forgot.
I guess it'd be kind of cool if they weren't too expensive, if we could just have them.
To buy them? Suits are generally more expensive than I have the money for.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe he'll go Dutch.
Eh.
not
him and
family.
I have the same job, and I don't want to buy a suit for myself.
Yeah,
Oh, like rent a suit for us?
that's not what I meant. I don't know what going Dutch is.
That means he pays for it.
Oh, I didn't know what that meant.
I think.
I thought.
Wait,
maybe,
that means the girl pays for it.
Oh,
And
that's what it is.
In my theoretical mind, I just conjured he's the girl?
Yeah,
Because I'm the guy.
I thought that maybe that could mean we were gonna go to a thrift store.
No. No, that's not what that means. I wish we could find matching suits at the thrift store that all fit us.
All fit us wedding perfect.
Oh well.
All right, should we call Keenan?
Yeah, I mean, so I'll just wrap up this part of the cast. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great time. That's my outro.
Hey, this thing works great.